on live. Sorry for the delay, little technical difficulties. This is the first time that me and Teresa have done this alone by herself is a live webinar broadcast. So yeah, learning experience, you know. So I wanted to welcome you all who are watching this live. I also want to welcome you, those of you who are watching the recording. The reason why we do these coaching webinar things or Zoom chats or live broadcasts is because we know that there are a lot of people who are curious about what we do as coaches. There are a lot of questions that surround coaching and what it all involves, how much time it takes, who can be a coach, who can't be a coach, how do I get out of it if I decide that I don't want to be a coach. All these different things always come up with people who I talk to. And so we wanted to just kind of have a live chat so that we could address some of those concerns. So first and foremost, my name is Amy Grasso. My partner in crime here, who you'll be hearing from in a little bit, is named Teresa Mormile. She is my upline coach. So that means when I decided to be a Beachbody coach, I decided to sign up underneath Teresa, which of course, Beachbody is a network marketing model. So if you do decide to sign on as a coach, you will have an upline, just as Teresa is my upline coach. So with that being said, my name is Amy Grasso. I am a 6-star diamond elite Team Beachbody coach. I've been doing this for about 3.5 years or so, and I have found that it was one of the best decisions that I ever made in my life, pretty much. You know, there's certain things where, you know, you decide to take a leap of faith, and it's a blind leap of faith, and you kind of build your wings on the way down. That's exactly what Beachbody has done for me. So just to give you a little bit of background, I did become a coach, like I said, about 3.5 years ago. It was after I did the program Insanity, and I had awesome results with it. You know, I gained 47 some pounds with my son. I had my son, and then I went back to what I had always done, which was running. I was running 7 miles a day, and I wasn't losing a pound. And I'm like, what is going on? Why isn't this weight coming off? You know, and I needed to find a different solution. I needed to switch it up. So I picked up Insanity 60 days later, 20 pounds lighter, and literally made one of the biggest transformations, not only physically, but mentally, that I had ever made in my life. So it took me about a year to say yes to the coaching opportunity. And for just like many of you, I had a lot of questions, and I was very skeptical, and I was unsure of the opportunity. And a lot of times, you know, and 3.5 years ago, there weren't necessarily a ton of network marketing opportunities out there. Like now you have, you know, Sensi and Jamberry and Rodan and Fields and 31 and all these different, you know, network marketing models. But back then there weren't really all that many of them. And the reason why I kind of, you know, was hesitant to join a network marketing model was because I had a bad experience with an office supply company. Long story short, I moved to Florida, signed up for this like door-to-door office supply salesman, which is essentially, you know, a network marketing model. And it left a very, very bad taste in my mouth. So when I first was introduced to Beachbody and the coaching opportunity, it wasn't something that I was super excited about because I had that wall up, and I'm like, you know what? I had this bad experience in the past, so I'm going to play off of that. I'm just going to use the knowledge that I know that from that experience, and I'm going to have preconceived notions about this experience. And like I said, it took me a year, you guys. It took me a year of doing, you know, research and kind of talking to a lot of people who were within the business opportunity already, until I finally made a decision to say yes. And the reason why I made that decision was because through my research and through opportunities like this, I was able to have my questions answered. And I felt comfortable and confident in saying yes to a company that truly, truly puts the needs of other people first, okay? A lot of network marketing models out there, I mean, and I'm not knocking any other type of network marketing out there, MLM out there. I'm not at all. But when you see somebody make changes over the course of a month or 2 months or 3 months that not only better their lives, but they better their family's life, they better everything surrounding them, just becomes better, and they start to have a belief. And that's because of you as a coach. You know, you didn't just sell them a purse and see their life change. You sold them, or you helped them with an entire lifestyle change, which is something that not a lot of MLMs out there can really say. You know, Beachbody is different. And I hate to be clumped into that big network marketing, like all of these different models all in one, because we do set ourselves apart. So we did want to kind of address some questions, like I said, that have come up lately. And I actually have somebody who is interested in the coaching opportunity, and she sent me some questions. And I had figured, you know, these are great questions, and these are questions that we get all of the time. So we wanted to kind of address those. I'm going to take some, Teresa's going to talk about some myths and stuff like that. So hopefully it can add some clarity and help you to make a better decision on all of this. So the first one that came up was time. Like, realistically, how long does Beachbody coaching take? And the beauty in all of this is that, you know, you kind of set your own schedule, okay? You can work this business in as little as, you know, an hour a day or even 30 minutes a day. And quite honestly, when I first started working this business, I was a busy mom and I worked full time. I would get up in the morning at 4:30. I know, super early. I do not see that time nowadays, not by any means. But I would wake up at 4:30. I would have my workout in. I would shower. I would get my son up. He was a year at the time when I first started doing this. I would get him all set up, and we would go to the babysitter, and I would be at work by 7:30. I used to be the marketing coordinator for a party rental company here in Dayton, Ohio. So I was there by 7:30, and then I worked until 5. I would pick up my son at 5:30. We would be home by 6. And then, of course, we had dinner and bath time and story time and all this stuff. And then finally, I got to sit back and relax. So, yes, I was busy, you know, and I would be the first to say, you know, I don't have time to do this. I just don't. However, I really wanted to do this. And I saw the opportunity that was laid out in front of me. And, you know, for me, I was in a position that I was, you know, working pretty darn hard, but I was working for somebody else, you know, and I wasn't necessarily making the amount of money that I would have liked to have made. So I thought, you know, why not take a chance on an opportunity that I could, you know, use to pursue my passion that I had for helping people and for health and fitness and turn it into something. So when I first started, I was literally working, I would say about 30 minutes in the morning, if that, maybe 20 minutes on my lunch break, and, you know, 30 minutes in the evening. And when I say I'm working, you know, all I'm really doing is talking to people and helping them with their health and fitness goals and giving them advice on how they can, you know, better reach their goals, or maybe talk about nutrition or fitness or check into my challenge groups and stuff like that. So off the bat, it wasn't all that time consuming. However, as time went on, I found that I was just creating consistent habits. And when you start to, you know, reach out to people and share with people what you're doing as a coach, you know, they're interested, and, you know, they want to learn more. And then, you know, you start to build a team. And over 3.5 years, I have been able to quit my full-time job. So that 30 minutes, consistent 30 minutes each and every day, compounded over time and turned into something where I built a 6-figure business, and I've done it by helping people. And that's one of the greatest things that, like, I can honestly say, one of the greatest feelings in the world to me, because I know that what I'm doing is helping other people. And that is one of my biggest passions. So to start off, you know, you can just dabble in it. You can do 30 minutes here, 20 minutes there. It's your business. You're an entrepreneur when you become a Beachbody coach. You don't answer to me. You don't answer to Teresa. You don't answer to anybody. You answer to yourself. So if you want to build this business, you know, like, I mean, you can do it, like I said, in as little as 30 minutes working full time. Or I am now a full-time coach, and I dedicate a lot of time to my business, but I also have, you know, a lot of responsibilities now as a team leader of over 500 coaches. So there isn't really a set time. It's up to you. You choose, and that's the beauty of this business. So that's our little time aspect there. Now, cost. What does it cost to be a Beachbody coach? Essentially, it costs $16 a month. $16 a month. You're not required to do anything. You're not required to buy anything. You aren't required to even sell anything. There are a lot of people, and you may be one of those people, who literally sign up just to get a discount on Shakeology. Because if you are getting your Shakeology every month, you're paying $16 a month, but you're saving 25% on your shakes. So that can average out to about 15 to 20 bucks. Okay. And I mean, you're saving money. So it's kind of like you're signing up for a discount account. But if you decide to go ahead and work the business, you know, you're paying $16 a month. But if you connect one person with Shakeology, which is amazing, one person, you've already covered that fee, and you've earned a little bit of extra money. And that's just by helping somebody get fit and healthy. Now, there is a cost. If you do decide to sign up as a coach, there is an initial sign-up fee of $39.95, okay? So if you sign up with a challenge pack, so when you're, like, oh, I'm going to be a coach and I'm going to get a challenge pack when I sign up, that fee is waived. So you pay for your challenge pack and then you go along your merry way. The next month you'll be charged your $16 business fee. However, if you bought a challenge pack in the past and you decide to go ahead and sign up as a coach, we can go ahead and, take you through the process. You pay that $40 fee, but then we can get it reimbursed to you. So you're getting that money back anyhow. So $16, you guys. And even if you, decide, hey, I'm going to sign up, I'm going to do this, and then you find a couple months later that it's not for you, all you do is make a simple phone call and you are literally canceled that same day, no more charges. So it really is a little investment that could turn into huge rewards. For me, it's been huge. I know for Teresa, it's been huge, and it can absolutely be huge for you as well. Training and education. So where do I start? As a new coach, what in the world am I supposed to do? Well, good thing is if you sign on to our teams, I know that Teresa has her own training system set in place. We have our own training system set in place, and we're actually a part of a big umbrella team called Team Thrive. And the founder of Team Thrive is Allie Upham, and she and her husband Brent are unveiling this brand new training website that is going to make our life so much easier, because it's going to give you literally everything that you need to know about becoming a Beachbody coach. In addition, you have all of us. We both have team pages, and we are so super helpful. Like, if you post in that team page, your questions are asked within seconds. You are never left alone. You always have the support. You will always have the guidance. A lot of people, they come into this and they're overwhelmed because there is so much to learn. However, if you just follow the steps to initially get started and kind of go through a timeline with trainings and stuff like that at your own pace. You do this at your own pace. I'm not over here cracking a whip saying, you need to do this now. You do it at your own pace, right? And so you learn as you go, which is the beauty of this business. Again, you're an entrepreneur. You're running your own business. So you take it at your own pace and you do what you can do. However, there is no lack of training when it comes to being a Beachbody coach. And the last thing, I don't want to talk too much because I want Teresa to talk as well. The numbers. We're going to talk about the compensation plan just a little bit. So essentially, you make money by helping other people. And it's the law of compensation here. If you don't know what the law of compensation means, it's basically the amount of money that you make it directly parallels the amount of people that you help. So if you're not helping anybody, you're not going to make any money, okay? If you are helping people reach their health and fitness goals and then building a team of people who are also helping other people reach their health and fitness goals, then you're going to make some money, and it's going to be worth it. It's a slow process, and you have to build relationships, and you have to talk with people, and you have to genuinely care and lead with your heart, and you will see that number grow. So one of the things that I always like to kind of talk about too is just, I started this business as one, and I posted about this today on my Facebook page. So if you see my Facebook, you can kind of go and read the post. But I started as one person, and I found just a few people who had the same vision as me. And those few people found a few people. And then those few people found a few more people. And next thing you know, 3 years later, we have a team of over 500 people who are out there changing lives each and every day. And that is huge, you guys. Like, that is something that I'm super proud of. And I know that if you are watching this, or if you are, watching the recording or on live, you were invited to this because we saw that in you. We saw that we shared the same vision, and we saw that you could help us expand our footprint to help more people and change more lives. So with that being said, I'm going to throw it over to Teresa, because I could go on all night about this, you guys. I absolutely love it. But again, this is Teresa. This is my upline coach. She is a 4-star, correct? 4-star diamond coach. She and I met through Beachbody. I literally found her on Twitter, which is so strange because I don't even go on Twitter, like, ever. But I met her on Twitter, and it was a beautiful, blossoming relationship, and we become pretty much like best friends. So I'm going to throw it over to Teresa. So take it away, girlfriend.
All right. Well, thank you, Amy, so much. I am well, I'm not technically a 4-star diamond coach. I'm 4-star diamond qualifying coach. When you get into these, what they call the star diamond ranks, which is not something that you have to worry about quite yet. If you're just on this call considering being a coach or finding out more about it, you don't really need to worry about that quite yet. But we do go through a qualification process of 6 weeks. So I have 1 week left until they officially change my title to 4-star diamond. I am Amy's upline coach, like she said. At the time that Amy came into my life, I was one of those coaches. I had already been a coach for about 1.5 years, but I was one of those coaches that pretty much was just dabbling her toes in the water, trying a little bit of this, trying a little bit of that. I might be one that you would call a hobby coach. I didn't know what the heck I was doing, like a lot of coaches. And we figured it out as we went along. And now we like to say that we have shortened the learning curve for you guys. We have made the mistakes so that now we can bring in a team and help you guys along the way so much quicker than we ever did this thing. But like Amy said, coaching has been honestly the best decision of my life. The friendships that I have made, the relationships, the people's lives that I've had a chance to touch, I never would have had that opportunity had it not been for coaching. Just to tell you a little about me, besides coaching, I have a husband of 15 years and 2 beautiful children. And my big girl job was being his secretary. He owns a plumbing and heating business, and I was his secretary, bookkeeper, and answer the phones and all that fun stuff. And it's just, it's a great business. It has provided so well for our family, but it just didn't fulfill me. And I needed something to fill my soul. And that's what coaching does for me. And I've been doing this now for 4 years. I still help my husband in his business, but I help him in his business because that's what works for our family, to help support him. I don't do it because I financially need to anymore. I can say that thanks to Beachbody. And I don't do it because I have to. I do it because I want to support him in that role. But Beachbody is where my heart is, and being with our those relationships with our customers and my coach family, the coaches that I have brought on to my team, like Amy, they truly become your family. So I'm just going to talk for a minute about so, you sign up to be a coach. So what do you have to do? And Amy got into this a little bit with talking about our different training systems. But I just wanted to share with you, a lot of people wonder, like, well, what do I have to do as a coach? I don't want to be a salesperson, but how do I make money? What do I do? We have something called the 3 vital behaviors in this business. And literally what that is they are just 3 simple things that we encourage all new coaches, and however long you're a coach, I still have to do my 3 vital behaviors to this day. As a Star Diamond coach, making a significant income, I still have to do these 3 things every day. And what they are is simply being proof the product works, being a product of the product. So what does that mean? It means every single day I wake up and I drink my Shakeology and I push play on my workout, because I have to be authentic to what I am sharing with others. And that's vital behavior number 1. Vital behavior number 2 is personal development. And what is that? It's just listening to audio or reading a book that is going to uplift your soul, that is going to teach you, that is going to encourage you. Because this business is not hard, guys. It's actually a very, very simple business, but that doesn't mean that it's easy. It's simple, but it's not always easy. And there will be times people tell you no, or they're not interested, and you can get discouraged, or you can feel like you're really pouring your heart and soul into somebody, but they're just not ready. And that is not a reflection of you. It's just a reflection that they're not ready yet. But it can be discouraging. And so that's why we need that personal development in our lives. And if we want to achieve big goals, then we have to become the type of people that can achieve those goals. If we want to be $1 million earner, we have to become the type of person that is available to, or capable of being $1 million earner. So personal development is our vital behavior number 2. And our third vital behavior, and probably the most important, is inviting. And that can be to many different things. It can be inviting to a group to share on their fitness journey with you. We set up private Facebook groups. A lot of people call them challenge groups, or health and fitness accountability groups, or fitness parties. It can be to learn about the opportunity. It can just be connecting with people or sharing your journey authentically on social media, or when you meet people face to face. And because that word inviting can sound scary, but really it's just telling people about this thing that you're so passionate about that has changed your life for the better. And, I know for me, like when I first did Insanity and changed my body in 60 days, I could not stop talking about it because I legitimately changed my body and changed my life and changed from the inside out, because my confidence skyrocketed. I was a completely different person, and I wanted to genuinely share that with people. And when you genuinely have that transformation, it's something that comes naturally, that you want to help people, you want to share it. It is something that changed you, and so you want to be able to pass that on to other people. And so that's all it is. It's just being proof the product works, which means continuing to work on yourself, continuing to work on your goals, and engaging in personal development every day, 10 minutes a day, guys, that's it. And sharing your journey authentically. That kind of brings me into some of the myths or preconceived notions that people have about coaching. One of them being that, you have to be in perfect shape to be a coach. And that's just not the case. People want to see people on their journey. They want to see people changing. It doesn't matter if you're still overweight. It doesn't matter if you're not in great physical shape. They just want to see you on your journey, and that this is actually working for you and that you're changing. So, you know what? You're not a great example if you are quite overweight and you're just staying that way and you're not making any progress. But if you are sharing your journey every single day, you are going to make an impact on people, and they are going to see how hard you are working, the changes that you are making in your body, and that they can do this too. You can do this, so they can do it too. And that's what people want to see. That's the transformation that people want to see. And all it really means to be a coach is to just be 1 or 2 steps ahead of people and helping them on their journey, lifting them up from the position that they're in, extending a hand, walking alongside of them. And, that's what I always tell my customers, my challengers, and my coaches on my team. As fast as you want to go, I will go that fast along with you. We will go at your pace. If you want to walk, we will walk. If you want to run, we will run. If you want to go soaring past me, you can. I mean, look at Amy. She is my downline coach, but she is farther ahead of me in rank, and she has brought on more coaches to her team than I have. That's why, she talked about how this is a network marketing business, but there is no limits. There is no ceiling. It has no bearing on what your upline coach does to what you can do and the potential that this business has. Another myth that people think is that they have to be an icky salesperson, and they have to bombard their friends and family, and they have to sell things, or they have to coerce people into joining their team. And that's really just not the case. I don't sell. I really just share what I'm doing. I share my life on social media, or when people talk to me and say, hey, what are you doing? I just share. It's the same thing as if you watched a really great movie and you want to tell people about your new favorite movie. It's no different. And you're going to find that people are going to be watching you. They're going to be seeing the transformation, and they're going to be coming up to you and saying, what are you doing anyways? And that's really, really all it's about. And Amy, is there anything you wanted to add to that, or anything that I missed?
No, I think that there's always something. There's always going to be a question that somebody has or something that comes up. I'm trying to like spotlight myself, but I cannot do it. I don't know.
I'm seeing you.
There we are. Hi, there I am. And we try to hit on as many, like preconceived notions as we possibly can. But it's difficult because a lot of times, coaches come on and they there's a comfort level where, they don't necessarily know all about, the different Beachbody programs that are out there. Like some of them may have just completed the 21-day fix, or like me, when I first started coaching, I only completed Insanity. What's really cool about this is like, if you have somebody who's interested in another program that you don't have a lot of knowledge with, there are product training guides in our back office. There's our team of coaches that can help you. And then, maybe you can step outside your comfort zone and do something different. One of the biggest ways that I built my business when I first started coaching was, I had just done Insanity. That was the only program that I did. And then I think my next program, it was called Les Mills Pump, which is not a program that Beachbody offers anymore. However, it was a program that was new to me and we offered it at the time. So I'm like, you know what? I'm going to do this program. And I started talking about it. Okay. I started talking about how kind of nervous I was and how I was hoping that I could make it through it. Like I knew I did Insanity, but this was different because it was weights. And I was sharing my thoughts about it. And I was sharing, kind of like how scared I was of it, really. And so I started asking people if they wanted to do it with me, and I set up a group and we all started doing it together. And that's how I, basically started my first fitness and accountability group, which a lot of you see that I run those every month. So not only was I helping other people stay accountable to a program, but people were helping me stay accountable too. In addition, I was able to finish the program and then talk about it with knowledge to other people. So that's a great way that people can actually, start to build their business. Not knowing everything about all the different programs and products, that's not an issue because you will know at some point, if you stick with this and if you step outside your comfort zone and do different things, you will totally know and totally get comfortable. And you can pull people in to do it with you. And how fun is that? But yeah, other than that, I really want people to realize that we are different. Team Beachbody is different than any other network marketing company that you see out there. Like, I don't know, and I actually posed this question on my Facebook page one time. I had asked, for those of you who are in network marketing, like, does your business encourage personal development? And the only people that said, oh yeah, absolutely. It's definitely part of our daily to-dos with Beachbody coaches. Like I don't see any other network marketing model doing this. I don't see any other company doing this, promoting you to be your best self, right? Like, so we are encouraging you to better your mind and your body so that you can add more value to other people. And I think that's a beautiful thing. That is a mission that I have. That is a passion of mine. And I think it's pretty darn cool. So with that being said, T, I think I'm good. I know we wanted to leave this to like under 30 minutes to not like, keep people on very long. So anything else, or do you want to close it out?
Yeah, no, I know, like Amy said, and I touched on, not having to be on your goal weight to be a great coach. And, she really made a great point there because, being a coach really is something that helps you stay accountable to your own goals and helps you continue to your own goals. We find that those that convert to coaches really do, even if they don't work the business, they really do so much better to their own health and fitness and personal goals because they are more driven and they have so many like-minded people around them. This really is a community. And along with building your income, along with building goals for your future, this is something that, and I'm not being weird or rude here, but I'm going to just try to pull up something that one of my coaches had posted, and I want to read it to you real quick, if I can find it super fast. And you know, I'm just going to say, I'm just going to make this disclaimer. We're not making any income promises. That's not something that we can do. Like Amy said, the law of compensation is however many people you help, your income will be reflected by that. It's how much time and effort and discipline and consistency that you put into your business. I cannot make any income promises, nor would I. But let me ask you this. I would love your honest opinion. If in 5 years you could make $100,000 a year as a coach, would you listen to personal development daily, 10 to 20 minutes a day? Would you invite friend requests or message 3 people each day about a challenge group or coaching? Would you become a leader and build your own team using the training that's already done for you? Would you make time for live events such as 3 hours once a quarter for a Super Saturday, or going to Summit once a year, or even going on a free vacation that you can earn by helping 3 to 5 people a month? Would you work out consistently and drink your Shakeology every day? And would you post on social media daily, sharing what's going on in your life and how you're working towards your own goals? And those are pretty simple things. And by doing those things consistently, I would say in far less than 5 years, you can be making not only a significant income, but that ripple effect, like Amy talked about, you start out helping a few people each month. Those people start helping a few people. You continue to do that month in after month out, and before you know it, those ripples have gone so far that you can't even see the number of lives that you've touched and that you've helped change. And it's really an amazing, amazing thing. So I just encourage you to think about this, to think about what do you have to lose. Think about if you went for this, if you just dove in, if you took that leap of faith, what could be the best thing that could happen? What could be the best possible outcome? And think about the opposite. What could be the worst possible outcome that could happen from you taking that leap of faith and trying out this coaching thing? What could be the worst thing that could happen? And really sit down and think about those things. And I really don't think that worst possible outcome can really be so bad at all. But the potential that this has to change your life and to change so many lives around you, that really can't be measured. So if you do have any other questions, I encourage you to reach out to Amy or myself or to whoever invited you to watch this presentation tonight and just ask. And if we don't know the answer, we'll find it out for you. We'll be honest with you and tell you, I don't know, but I'll find out. And if you are ready to sign up, we are so excited to welcome you onto our team and to help you get started right with your goals, to whatever your specific goals might be, and just get you in to our family and help you get started. And that's it. I'm not going to take up any more of your time. So I just thank you so much for joining us. And we will talk to you soon. Have a great night, everybody. Thank you so much.
Bye. Thank you.